It's been a minute since I've done a video, so I'm doing a tutorial and I'm using my old Benet powders and I'm just pouncing in some of the off-white and then adding gold around the edge. So I've got two powders here, the off-white and then the gold. Now I'm using my old Mehron palette for roses, and I'm doing a large rose in the center of her forehead. You can see I love these paints. They're so creamy thick. So now I'm doing my second layer of rose petals. And then I'll do the traditional center of the rose. Sometimes I go from the right to left, sometimes from left to right. It really doesn't matter. It's these last petals that are the most important. You can see I'm just staying on the edge of my brush and lifting up and pulling sideways. And so this one I'm going to do pretty sideways, but the last one is very sideways. So watch this. Goes in here and just pull to the side. It gives you that illusion of all those layers of roses. This is a new palette I got and I really love this. It's like a fuchsia pink, a medium pink, and a very light pink. So what I'm going to do is add some little mini roses. They kind of remind me of knockout roses. So I've got the real traditional American rose in the middle, and then I'm doing these like little knockout roses, and I have some facing the direction up of the eye, and then the ones below are facing to inward. So you have to flip your brush around. Don't forget to flip your brush around here. And then I'm going to do those same dainty petals to where I just pull up on the edge of my brush as I come in and add two more little layers so I don't have the big display of petals in the background. Now I'm going to add some leaves, and I'm using a palette that used to be called Bright Leaf. Now I got this from another company and it's called something else, but basically it's all Bright Leaf to me, which I originally got from Silly Farm. In fact, I get most of my supplies from Silly Farm. It's a great company, been around a long time, and I really love everything they have. So now I'm just adding leaves in between, just quick, easy one stroke. I'm just pushing down, and then as I pull up, I'm pulling pressure off the brush so it gets skinnier. I like to have that point at the end. And then I'm just gonna add additional leaves and some wisps. So you just kind of pull them randomly and keep them thin. I follow the curve of the leaves, I follow the curve of the flowers, the direction that they're going, bring it around. Then I'm going to go in and add to the eyelids the same powder. So I'm going to do the dark green, then the medium green, and then the yellow. And I'm going to take the yellow last and blend it back into the green so that it makes a nice seamless blend to where there's no definite edge, but still that division of color. And she has green eyes, so of course my model is stunning and her green eyes really go well with all the green. Now I'm adding baby's breath. I love adding a lot of baby's breath around the roses, especially I think of when I have a bouquet of roses, and they look best when there's a lot of baby's breath in between. So I just try and keep all the dots small, some bigger dots, but mostly tiny when it comes to those tiny little knockout roses. And then I'm just putting a couple of the starbursts here and there to give it a sparkle effect even before I add glitter. So I really like those, and I'll go ahead and do the other side off camera. Then I have this chunky glitter, and I ordered this like sample palette of it before I go ordering a lot of it. I wanted a lot of different colors and types. And so I found the best way to apply it is plastic with plastic rather than my finger or a brush. So I'm just kind of dipping it in the little tiny palette I got. And then I'm adding some of my traditional glitter. This is one of my favorite glitters. It's like a dark pink from Mama Clown. And here is that same Mehron blend. I just took the two red colors without the white, ran my brush over the division of those two colors so I get kind of a blend on the lips. And I'm adding the Mama Clown dark pink on there as well. And then I just put some rhinestones in the middle to tie it all together. I wish I had varying sizes, but I only had one size of pink, so I just kind of put them in alternate pattern to make them look like they're tapering off. But as you can see, I have a gorgeous model, which makes my face painting look a lot better. And that's it. That's my new design I made today.